Alright, day 2 of camp. So today I actually woke up at I think quarter to 6 a.m. and we were told that our gathering time was going to be at 7 a.m. So I was like, okay, this time I'm actually early. So when I woke up, I did my normal things. I got my face, I got ready for the day. I washed my face, brushed my teeth, and yeah, all that stuff. But then I was done. I pretty much had some free time on my hands. So I decided to walk around the campsite and talk to some friends that were already awake and yeah, something like that. So then it ended up raining. So then we didn't get to do much outdoors. But then we were all inside the hall already, and then we were eating breakfasts, I believe. And then yeah, we were all just in our groups, and then we were talking, bonding, and stuff like that while we were eating breakfast. Then after breakfast was done, the weather was somewhat better. I mean, it was still raining, but it was not raining as hard as it was the first time. So then we decided to do a bit of Zumba first. We call it Zumba. So then after that, we had a talk already with a speaker, and then we had our first worship session for the day. After that, we ate lunch, and then yeah, more bonding with the teammates. And since it was still raining, the weather wasn't really as good today as it was out of the entire 4 days. We decided to do more activities indoors this time. So what we did was all the teams were inside, and then they basically did this activity that's paint me a picture, where it's there'll be 2 teams called in front, and then one team will be given a certain theme, and then they'll have to copy that theme, and then the other team will be given a different theme, and they have to copy that theme. You get it, right?
Peace up, A-Town down. Yeah.
So then yeah, that game happened. Right, so then after that, we had another talk with the speaker. But then, surprise, surprise, we had JC Nibiran came, and he came for a bit of a surprise visit for us. And he didn't really give us that long of a talk, but he gave us what I call a bit of a pep talk, I guess. I mean, it was very small. It was a kind of small talk anyway, so which I really liked and enjoyed, of course. After that, we then had group sharings already, which of course I really liked because group sharings and everything else. Yeah, you get it. So then after my group was finished sharing, we decided to take a bath this time. We decided to take a bath. But then this time, for some reason, time limit was 15 minutes. Which I was okay, why is it suddenly longer this time? What's happening? I mean, not that I'm complaining with the 15-minute time limit, but I was okay, why is it longer? Normally it's 5 minutes. But you know what? I dealt with it, I decided to go with it. Yeah, 15-minute time limit, take a bath. Yeah, that's that. And then after that, we still had some time before the next activity was going to start.
Yes naman! Gawin yan! Yes!
So then me and my guy teammates, we were in our tent, and then we were just talking and stuff, but then at the same time we were very much tired. After the first day, and after the stuff we did second day, we decided to stay in our tent, and we thought maybe we can just at least rest for a while in our tent. So then, as we were about to take a little bit of a quick nap, cat nap or something, we then heard the gathering song. And whatever, we decided to go back to the hall, and then yeah. So when we were gathered, we were basically all gathered for dinner, and then yeah, my teammates were of course talking, bonding, laughing, and everything like that. I believe this is the first day. I think this is the day when one of my teammates brought up did the dog die? Yeah, but then at the time we all wanted to know, did the dog die? Right, so after that, we were then called for the next activity, and it basically we all gathered outside the hall, and we lined up with our teams, and then we had to do a count off in our team 1 to 5, and then after that each group of 5 was split off into different locations at the camp. We basically had to stay within that area of the camp, quiet, and then we had to sit down and stay blindfolded. I'll explain why later on why this is relevant. And the whole point of that was basically each team leader had to find each of their fellow members before they can go off to their first other station. Yeah, after all the members were found, we then went off to our first station, which was very hard. It basically required each team member to use one of their fingers, and then they had to lift up a helium straw, but then they had to do it like at the same time. Like it had to be like over the shoulder, and then no one should get left behind. The straw should stay straight the entire time. Yeah, it was very hard. So my team pretty much ended up failing at that. Whoops. Alright, so then the next station, alright, so my camera died. But anyways, so then the next station, it basically required all of us to hold hands together, and then we were told to bring a certain object to the passage that was talking to us. So we had to bring a piece of clothing, so we had to go to that person's tent and then get that piece of clothing that is being asked. Of course, we had to go to our own tents because it would be weird to go off to another person's tent. We then went to the next station. It basically required of us to, there were 4 chairs lined up, and then one person would sit on the chair, and then first person we had to lift to the next chair. The second person we had to lift to the third chair, but then we had to do it while singing a certain song. Not certain, any song really. And then the third chair, before we could transfer the chair to the last chair, we had to say 3 Bible verses and like where in the Bible they're from. So then we then lifted that, and then the last chair, I forgot what it was. Anyways, so then that was the 4 chairs. And then after that, the last part of the station was basically a blind. It's basically a blind count-off. Whereas, like, we're all in circle. The team is in a circle, and then we have our heads down, eyes closed, and then we basically had to count 1 to 15, but then no one can say the number at the same time. You get it. The last station, we had to go to the area wherein we go down to the obstacle course. Yeah, it was kind of hard because we only had flashlights. Oh, just so you know, all of this is happening at night. So yeah, we had to go down the hill with flashlights, and then it was harder than I thought. A lot of us slipped. And then we had to go across the pathway, and then yeah, we had to go through it. Alright, so the first one wherein we're all blindfolded and seated down, and then the team leaders had to find us, that basically represented loneliness. Alright, if you guys aren't getting it so far, all of the stations that we visited are supposed to represent a certain thing we face in our lives. Alright, so that first one was loneliness. The one with the straws, that one represented failure. Alright, so then the one where you had to bring the certain piece of clothing, that was supposed to represent rejection, because after we brought one piece of clothing, the pastor would then tell us to bring another piece of clothing, and then after that, we don't bring another piece of clothing. So yeah, rejection. So then the one with the 4 chairs and blind count-off, that was supposed to represent pressure. And then the last one, where we had to walk down the hill and then walk across the pathway, that one actually represented fear, because at the last part of that station, we were told to walk back up the hill, but then no flashlights. And we were told to walk up one at a time. So yeah, fear. Alright, so then after that, after all the things were done, we then had a bit of a chill session, apparently, because I think they knew that we were all like tired and stuff, so they decided to keep the session very chill. After that session, we had a talk with the speaker, it was nice, and then after that, we then went back to our tents, and then that was it for the 7th day.